Hey guys, back in action here. Just working on the crew cab today. Working on swapping a turbocharger, and I need a new boost pipe. I'm still not going to intercool it, but I'm just going to get a boost pipe to go from the turbocharger over to the intake manifold. I got a flange. I just need to get a 3-inch pipe that's 90-degree elbow or 45-degree, depending on what they have. Just gotta get that, then I'll probably grab some lunch and come back home. Why does working on vehicles have to be so involved? Like, I was told, just swap the turbocharger, it'll be easy, it'll only take you an hour. And then I start swapping it, and the oil line's wrong, the air filter needs swapped out, and the boost pipe, it needs to change too. The only thing that worked is it bolted up to the T3 flange. Oh my gosh. What a pain in the ass. Ooh, that was a big pothole. Old Dirty D's out doing work. Oh man. Tire pressure light's on, so better fill up the old tires. Pretty sure they have a pump over here. Free air, it says. Yes. That is what I want. I'm not about to pay for air. That's just ridiculous. Well, I don't have a tire gauge with me, so I'm just gonna go by the old eye measurement. Right now it's about 4 inches from the ground, the wheel is. We'll fill her up till it's 4.5. Oh yeah. Ooh. I don't know, we're probably like 30 pounds now. 32, 34, 36. That's pretty good. That should do just fine. We'll get that back on there. I'll reel this hose up real nice, just how it was. About like that. Maybe another one like that. Just how it was. Alright, let's get out of here. His mirrors don't look like they're doing much. Buddy, how are you trying to see? What's wrong with you? I ran into Napa. They made fun of my pit vipers because they're peasants and they don't realize how dope pit vipers are. Because they don't realize how dope pit vipers are. And then they sold me my pipe I need, and then I was in there, I bought some welding tips because I like wasting money. Now I can't find my keys. There we go. Now I'm rolling into Wendy's, and apparently my grandpa's getting Wendy's right in front of me. Grandpa Ed with the little B in the back. Alright guys, get this. I get back home, and as soon as I turn the key off for the truck, I get a phone call. I answer it, and I'm like, hey, this is Logan. The guy's like, hey, this is Dustin from the machine shop. I'm like, oh, awesome. I had brought my 350X cylinder jug and new piston to the machine shop to have them bored out. And he was calling me to tell me it's done, but it just sucked because I just got home, threw some food in my mouth, and now I'm going back to Rochester. So, guess I'm doing that today, running errands. Shucks. Well guys, I made it home the second time. Got my piston and jug back. So this is stock jug with a 20 thousandths overbore. Looks good. Got a nice hone finish in there. I got my piston over here. I had pre-bought this and I brought it to them so they could machine it appropriately. Got the piston in the bag, got rings, some paperwork, snap rings for the wrist pin, and then the wrist pin. So I'm gonna start filing rings first, and then I'll go from there. Got the jug ready, got the piston rings gapped and installed. Now I just got to take the old piston off. This is the engine here. Looks pretty good overall. You know, there's a little bit of scoring on the sides there, but overall it's pretty okay. Slap the new piston on, put the new wrist pin in, and then put the snap rings on. So just in case anyone's watching this video trying to figure out how to time their 350X, you want to take out the center bolt hole there. That'll be a 17 millimeter, and then you'll look in. There's a mark in there labeled T, and there's a mark in there labeled F. You want T for timing the engine and F for when the ignition happens. So I wish I could be able to show you guys, but there's just a tiny little T in there, and then with the little tick mark next to it. You want to line the tick up with the tick mark that's in this hole. And then once that's ready, then you put the camshaft in and the chain on. If you haven't had these tensioners apart before, the piston here won't push back in by hand. You have to take a screwdriver, poke it in through the end hole, which there's normally a bolt there. Poke it in, and then turn it clockwise and hold it. As soon as you let go, it'll start to come back out. So I like to put my finger on it to keep pressure on it for when I have to let go of the screwdriver. And then you should be able to hold it like that. Once you let off, it'll come back out. Again, clockwise, not counterclockwise, which I keep trying to do for some reason. And then it's all the way in, and you can install it into the engine. All right, so now I have the crankshafts in time. First, you want to get the sprocket onto the chain and hold them in there. Then you want to slide the camshaft in. Then once the camshaft's in, then you want to put this plug in there. It's difficult. You got to be careful not to drop anything down in the holes, you know. And then there's this tiny timing mark on the gear right there. That's how you know that part of the sprocket should face up. And that should line up with the camshaft when both lobes are faced downward. And this hole should be basically straight up. So right now, I believe I'm one tooth off. You can see how it's a little bit to the left. So I'm gonna move it over one and then recheck it. So I got the 350X running pretty good. And got the garage emptied out so I can hoon around a little bit. It's with these high compression piston in it, it's so hard to kickstart. It was destroying my feet, so I had to go out and get some boots. I may look like a dork in them, but that's okay. Turn the joke on.
do not want burnout marks all over my garage.
It's not burnout.
I don't
marks,
care
it's
if the
clear.
garage is empty.
No, it's clear though. It doesn't really leave black.
It does.
It
It's
doesn't.
black right there.
No, scrape it.
You're gonna try to tell me that's where it's clean?
I'm gonna try to tell you it doesn't make a difference.
No. No. Veto.
Veto?
I veto that.
veto your veto. Well guys, that's it for today. Make sure to check back into the Back in Action YouTube channel next time. Make sure to subscribe, comment, leave a like, you know, whatever. I'll just see you guys later.